Are you tired of going to events where people are drinking alcohol? Do you believe all the negative things that the Bible says about alcohol? It's there. You could start by checking out Proverbs 31. Anyway, there's plenty of more verses than that. Look in a concordance. So, I love watching movies. I hate it in the movies when they're drinking alcohol. Like that's something normal. Alcohol is a drug. It's one of the main causes of cancer. So here's an idea. If you are at a family event or some other event, or even in a restaurant where everyone's drinking, bring a so-called wine cup. By the way, I don't use this for wine. I use it for fruit and desserts, and it belongs in the family. And I'm saving it. Let me go shut off that timer. One moment. Hopefully when I went to the phone to shut off the timer, you enjoyed the view of the plant light. Why is that plant in here instead of outside? Because it's a very special seed of a tree that grows in very hot climates. And I'm still not sure if it's too cold where I live. Back to the wine issue. Do you know that in the Bible there's no word for juice? I've looked for it. I can't find it. If you've found it, let me know. Anyway, the word in the Bible is wine. But how interesting that it has an adjective before it usually. It either says new wine or old wine or aged wine. We know that new wine has to be unfermented, freshly squeezed from the grapes. Okay, back to the party or event or restaurant. You bring this. I think they have these in plastic also. You bring this. If you don't want to drink juice, grape juice, bring some artificial grapes. This was also passed down from someone in my family. And you put it here, and you have it in front of you. And this will be a statement. You know, like people wear sayings on their t-shirt, you know, to say something that they want people to hear. This is your statement right in front of you. Grapes are healthy. Wine is not. Now, what you could also do, especially in your home, is take the same type of glass and fill it with real grapes. Yes, grapes are healthy and they have the same ingredient in it that wine has that is supposed to be very good for us. I believe it's called resveratrol. I'll have to look that up. This is something that came with a nutcracker, you know, to dig out the nut meats out of the shell. It also looks like what some people use for seafood. Anyway, so there is a way to eat a grape. You know, you don't have to use your hands if you don't want to. You know, just like this. Pardon me. Okay. You know, with each time your teeth bite on the grape, the juice squirts out in your mouth. This is an experience. And you could never overfill one of these glasses with wine, but you can go over the top with grapes. So anyway, whether you do this in a restaurant or in your home, you are making an important statement. Now, maybe you won't get invited anymore, but at least you did your duty. You stand for something. Isn't that the most important thing? Another thing, don't worry about your YouTube channel if it's not monetized, and if you're not don't have advertisements and you're not making money from it. The main thing, especially as we get older, is to empty out all the knowledge here and give it to whoever. And believe me, these generations that are the age that are working and have careers, and they need help. Heaven help us, they need help, and they don't even understand the things we're talking about. That's another point. When you're talking to someone younger than yourself, don't just slip into these sayings and phrases. They have no idea what you're saying. You might be quoting a famous movie that was produced years ago, and you think everyone has seen it and they know what you mean just when you say the title or when you quote something from it. They don't know. So try to speak plainly to these younger people, or quickly define what you're trying to tell them. Don't just take it for granted. That's it.